Hey, it's week 4. Yes, week 4. The runway is the great outdoors. So I've got this sickening little. I'm doing like a Boy Scout thing, but it's like the queer scouts, right? But I also have been mauled by a bear, so that's really cool. Lots and lots of stones, like crazy stuff, like some beads here and there. Like this is for my hands, blood on my fingers, blood on the hat, socks, bandana, and then I made tourniquets out of like the sash so that I can put it on my body. So I was like real bloody, real cute. And then I have like blood, like stage blood that I'm gonna put on like right before I go out there. So hopefully the judges like it. And then the big kahuna, the big challenge is comedy. I've been prepping this set for like ever since I found out about the comedy challenge. I've just been putting random little pieces here and there, and now it's a full finalized like 4 or 5 minute set. So hopefully that's short enough and not too long, and I hope they laugh. But it's Wednesday, it's like 2. I'm currently figuring out what I'm wearing for comedy challenge, and I'm just gonna keep it laid back. I keep bringing, I want to look like a douche, essentially. Goals for this episode, safe. Just like the last one. It's just because the other girls are so good, where I'm like, okay, I'm gunning for safe every time now. And then after this week is the merge, so next week, it starts every single week. Yay! Okay, anyways, bye. See you in the car. We're in the car, and my makeup is done. And we did red today. Finally, I got my iconic red back. For a while, I only performed like with red because I have red hair, and I used to not wear wigs. But the Queer Off, essentially, I want to give drag, so I've been wearing wigs. Anyways, that's besides the point. I'm just really excited I'm back to red. I'm really excited. Everything is packed. Everything is set in stone. We're gonna get there early, as we usually do, at like 7. And I'm gonna run through my shit, like my set, about 10 times in a row, maybe more. And then I also wanna get there and practice my runway walk, because I feel like I've been lacking in that department. Previous weeks I haven't really like rehearsed a walk, but this one matters a lot because there's like a little story with it because I got mauled by a bear. So I need to rehearse that and make sure it's cool and fresh and clean. I'm really excited. Like I said before, I'm really gunning for safe. However, I do think I am funny, so I hope I could at least be in a high placement. Yeah, I'm scared. I don't know who's going home. I couldn't give you a clue on what anyone's doing. I have no idea. So hopefully it turns out well, and I'll see you at Sue's. There she goes. There goes Kylie.
I'm so happy to be here. This is a crazy time. Number one is the fact that this is the last show of the week. Google says it was great. The next queer coming to the stage for their set goes the name of Zero Nova.
Noticed by now that I am Group B's one and only drag king. Thank you. I know the first week I came out here, some of y'all were like, is that a drag queen? Is that a boy or a girl? Is that faux cute? Now, that is my drag brother, and I love him dearly. However, please, somebody, tell me how we look similar other than we're both people of color. Oh, wait. That's what I thought. I like to bend the gender binary in my drag and in my life. Honestly, since I was like a little kid, I've always thought of myself as more androgynous. Matter of fact, one time when I was like 6 or 7, my mom took me on a trip with her to the 24-hour fitness, and she dropped me off at the little place thing while she went to go work out, because she had to get her gig, okay? And I'm up there in the play structure, and this little boy climbs up. He looks at me, we lock eyes for like a hot second, and he asks me, "Are you a boy or a girl?" I kid you not, I looked at him and I said, "I don't know." And ever since then, I knew I was trans. And it took until 23 to identify as trans. Trans people, make some noise. Thank you, nice to hear you, my trans family. How about my stoners? Stoners, that's what I'm fucking talking about. I've always been a stoner, and I think it was like meant to be that way. My mom smokes weed. Hell, half my family fucking smokes weed. I remember one time we were at the Fort Worth Zoo, just having like some family time. You know, my mom had a Groupon, we went, and we're at the albino tiger exhibit. And I'm sitting there at the gate, and my mom comes up to me, gets down on my level, and she goes, "Mija, look at these tigers. They're white, and they're out. This is crazy." It wasn't until a couple years ago I looked back at that moment and I realized something. That woman was high as fuck. That fucking blunt she smoked before we walked into the zoo, and those albino tigers really brought out something in her, and she just had to share with my little like maybe 5-year-old self. Lord, I could talk about that woman all day. I love her to death. And honey, she raised a party animal for sure. Make some noise if you're drinking tonight. Yes, 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 yes. Bitch, me too. We like to get a little turnt up in Sioux Islands, okay? I've had a lot of really, really fun nights out in Dallas. I live in Denton, so I come out here, you know, every weekend essentially, because it's the only place to party, right? Nobody, and I mean nobody, parties like a DFW party, okay? I've been to like Austin, San Antonio, nobody does it like DFW. One night, me and my girls were leaving Crush. Make some noise for Crush! Crush! Thank you! We're leaving Crush, and we're out by our car right behind, smoking a cigarette, just taking a little break before we continue our festivities. And we're out there talking, and all of a sudden, we hear a fast and hard, and we're taken aback, because we're the only people outside. And so we turn, and there's our girl walking away from the scene of the crime. I'm good. Girl, she projectile vomited for 0.2 seconds and then walked away like it was nothing. It was like a budget exorcist behind Crush, okay? And if you go and you look closely behind it, you can see the name Emo Chanel. It was the funniest shit ever. So, we can talk about that after she makes her mark behind Crush, right? So we're walking to S4, because, you know. And I spot something on the corner. This unholy soul, just standing there like this, trying to sell his balloon animals. I went up and introduced myself, and he tried to make a funny joke at me, but I don't think this guy had a funny bone in his body. So I felt sorry for the old decrepit clown, and I bought a snake balloon animal and went on my way. So I've got my snake right here in my hand, walking with my girls, and our drunk asses decide that we need a fat, juicy hot dog from Smokin' Joe's right outside of Sioux Islands, okay? I know we've all had those nights. And we get there, I've got my snake, I still got my little snake right here, I'm holding it nice because I felt so bad for him. And I've got my hot dog right here, pretend the microphone's a hot dog, so it's like this. And then all of a sudden, this fucking horn dog comes up, snatches my snake out of my arm, puts it between his legs and says, "Hello!" And I'm like, who the fuck are you? He takes my hot dog before I can say anything. He goes, "Maurice!" He takes a bite, and he goes, "Donna!" And he fucking runs away. I fucking hate that guy. You know what I don't hate though? My sponsor of the night, the Bushmaster! That's right! You can still get the latest in the bush trimming technology for $39.69. Call now, 1-800-849-BUSH, 1-800-849-BUSH. Thank you so much, Bushmaster, for sponsoring my set tonight. Remember when I won that challenge? That was really nice, you guys. That was really nice. Anyways, who's hungry? I know I am. And I'm not talking about this Italian pizza, honey. I'm talking about this Italian meat with a side of za, okay? Let's see what we got here. Long and hard. No, that's too simple. I need something different. Looking for a third? Baby, I'm the third and the fourth. We need something different, okay? Looking for winners? Wait, hold the phone. 0 feet away? Baby, you don't have to look far because I'm right here! Oh, hold the phone. What's this? Non-binary bear trade? Oh, honey, I gotta get into this gig and quick! Thank y'all so much for yakking it up with me. If you liked my set, my name is Zio Nova. If you didn't like my set, fuck! Thank you guys. Good night and hello, trade!
The comedy set was fine. People laughed. And now we're wearing the runway look. Finally, it's on my body. And now we're gonna do the runway. Yay!
Our next queen in the runway is Zio Nova.
We're getting ready for a Queer Scout. With Queer Scout Championship, Zio met up with some non-binary bear trade. After a long night of dancing, the bear trade didn't like the session, so we had mauled him. But he didn't die, he had crystallized. And now he is a Grand Queer Scout ready for the runway, honey. Shirt by Zio Nova, stone by House of Stardust.
Oopsie daisy, you.
Rhinestone blood before and I know how absolutely miserable that is. This is gorgeous. The stoning on this is beautiful. I love the concept. I'm a big fan of like a little, like great outdoors being very like, oh, you know, Boy Scouts, look at you, this is great. Love the bear claw. Very, very fun. Your comedy set is my favorite kind. I love a storytelling comedy style. At your storytelling, you're very confident, you're very comfortable on the mic. It was a good pace. I loved all the callbacks to the season this year. I think that was really smart of you, and I enjoyed you very, very much tonight. You got really good scripts for me tonight. Great job.
Okay, I'm just gonna show you. I'm gonna read what I wrote down. The concept of crystallized Boy Scout non-binary murder victim trade. Like, we really are at the queer off, huh? Yeah. Like, yeah, okay, period. I really enjoyed you tonight, Zio. I thought you did great. And what I fucking love about Drag Kings is that y'all fucking stone everything.
Yes!
Even if they are separate casuals, you are fucking stoned in the bitch. Which leads me to a point of contention. Because I loved that shirt that you were wearing and the set, but then when you turned around, it was flat. It was flat city. It was matte. It was opaque. Yeah. So I have a little bone to pick with you about that. But did that essentially matter? No. But if you need like a gross of 30 stones, I'll give you some.
They're all here.
But you're like, okay, the joke's taken.
They're all here.
Okay, no, literally. I appreciated your set because I thought you really like let us know who you were. And it was really an opportunity. I don't think we've had necessarily the opportunity for you to just like tell us about yourself from like, I guess like a conversational point of view in the competition yet. And so I really appreciated that and I liked it. And I do love the Forward Zoo. Thank you very much.
Yes!
817, thank you so much. And yeah, I thought you had great casual confidence. You were confident and relaxed on the microphone, and I thought everything flowed well into each other. So I thought you did like, good job.
Are you jealous?
Hello, Zionova, how are you?
I'm doing good.
Oh my gosh! You should be feeling absolutely wonderful. For your runway, the blood on the floor did make me itch, I'm not gonna lie.
I was gonna mop it up when I
It's
got
okay. It does happen, I get it. I have to echo everything everyone is saying though, like this runway concept is so funny. It's styled so intentionally. You thought about every single detail on this piece. So it may not be the most like custom couture out of everybody, but it leaves an impact regardless because it's so thought out. As for your set, I agree with what Blue said. It felt like a conversation with the audience. You had everybody in the palm of your hand, I think more than a lot of the other competitors tonight. Obviously, the audience was really resonating with you. You got a lot of cheers, a lot of applause. The only thing that I will say when we're talking about specifically stand-up comedy, it's different if you're just hosting and talking on a mic or whatever. When you are doing stand-up comedy, you are trying to get more laughs than cheers and applause. So the cheers and applause are wonderful and they feel really great and it shows that obviously people are engaged. But what I noticed is that there was a lot more cheers and applause than there was actually laughs. So you were a great storyteller this evening. I can tell that you really prepared everything that you were going to say. But if you ever do in the future decide to try to do stand-up again, which I think you absolutely should, because I think you had all of the bones for a fantastic set, think about, okay, this is a really interesting, engaging story. And again, what I said earlier, what is funny about this that I can add a punchy little thing to the end to have everyone laughing instead of clapping. Does that make sense? Okay, perfect. On to Jackie.
Jack, what say you?
Aria stole my answer for most of that one. But that's really exactly what I was gonna say. Is try to go for more laughs rather than hoorays.
Yeah.
And then my first note, I just drew a little pot leaf. Your confidence is amazing. Thank you for, and this is not meant to be shady. Thank you for not bringing your phone on stage. I appreciate that. I love this look. I love the detail on it. I spent like the entire time that they were, I was not listening to a word they said, but I spent the entire time they were talking just looking at your outfit and still finding different details. Like the 940, the Denton area code. I love that. I really enjoy a look that you don't see the whole thing in 30 seconds, you know? My only nitpick for your look is I feel like there are less rhinestones going down the garment. And I do see that your socks are stoned. So hike those babies up. Show off your work. You spent time on that, let them see it. Yes, maybe a longer sock. But that's really it. It was a great week for you.
I literally just made fun of Logan on Saturday or Sunday? Sunday for Logan's rhinestone socks and our Hamilton brunch. So I think that's really. All I have to say. It's my best. Sorry. It's my good thumb. Okay, but the one thing I will say that I think that's been like touched on, but I want to just emphasize it, is that like I can tell that your set had an outline, and you memorized the outline, you rehearsed the outline, and like it had kind of that flow to it, so it kind of gave that one-man show in a sense. I told y'all that y'all can give any type of comedy set y'all want to do, roast, stand-up, one-man show, whatever y'all want to do, character, from Nintendo, if you want, literally whatever. So y'all, you gave that one-man show that was more, again, conversational storyline that I did appreciate. And again, this is cool, completely, really, really, really cool. Like, I keep seeing new details, like Jackie said, every single time. My favorite detail that you did, and I even screamed it at the judges, that you had your other sash is around your arm as a tourniquet near the blood. I thought that was really dope. And then it's really, really, really funny that 2 runways later, non-binary bear trade walked out. What are the odds? Well, thank you so much, Zio Nova. The winner of this week's challenge is Dizzy Divine. Which means competing to remain in the competition and go to the semifinals are, unfortunately, Stella Love and Rebecca Blue. Meaning Zio Nova, congratulations, you made it to the semifinals.
I'm safe! Thank God. Because, y'all, I was a little scared. But I am safe. My hands are red now. And glittery. Yeah. So now we're gonna do the lip sync thing next week with Bone. Bone's in it now. Has been in it, but
I
Now
just
it-
joined the competition. They just let me in.
they just voted them in.
It's really cool.
They just I haven't been stressing out for months.
No, I have not been scared at all.
Not at all. We're very scared. We'll see you next week.